everybody, this is Corporal Kindle signing back on to Stars in Shadow as Tinkers on Hard. It is episode 31, starting at turn 1293. Did a marathon session, a marathon posting session over the weekend. I actually posted eight videos in 4 days from episodes 23 to episodes 30. I've been able to increase the speed of editing. I've really got a handle on how to edit these things now. So the only thing that's really holding me back as far as posting is just the length of time it takes to upload, which seems to range from about 2.5 hours to 4.5 hours, almost 5 if I get close to an hour. So that's cool. I mean, so it's right where it is. We're starting on episode 31. Well, let's get back to it. Full screen. We're in options off. So I'm picking up where I left off. Okay, I had defeated the Ashdar colonials last time. I know we took Rastaban, which was their home world. And I remember splitting my fleet up to take out some monsters here, Delan, Formalhult, and Meson, and we colonized them with an outpost ship. Though they're not a colony, they're an outpost. And I'm pretty sure that's where it ended. So at this point in time, we are getting ready to move my ships, my fleet into position for the war against the humans. Okay, so what I'm going to do is how am I going to do that? Which ships are going to move where? Okay, I'll move this outpost ship back. What I'm going to do is, this is the one fleet that has the MC. The one ship here that I can't upgrade. I can only upgrade this because I remember last time I was going to upgrade it, it wouldn't allow me because I'm not at a system that it needs a bigger star base, and only my main colony has it. So I'm going to move him back. You know, if he isn't in the initial attack wave, that's fine. Because he can act as a reinforcement. So this is my southern fleet that I'm trying to build up, and my other fleet is moving here from the north. So I'm going to move them down. Probably going to move them somewhere in here. Bacabs, maybe. Maybe I should split them up between... I don't know. Maybe I should keep 2 fleets right now. Well, in any case, let's keep them in position. I want to be able to get this going as soon as I can so that before these humans can upgrade or before they can react. So I need to get this fleet that's out of position, down here. I'm thinking I'm going to go to Bacabs because it is a system where I have a base. I don't have a base, but I have a colony as opposed to just an outpost. Mandorn is an outpost. Actually, a Crux might even be better. But Bacabs can probably move down here to attack Minotel. Toliman. I probably need to get a few more ships here. I don't know. I got transports here. They're set for an attack. They're actually point defense heavy, but not missile destroyer heavy. That's interesting. So I'm probably going to need to adjust this fleet and this fleet somehow. Maybe transfer some of these missile ships to the other and vice versa. In any case, I'll be able to build a few more ships before I'm in position. For the time being, they'll move to Zibix. They'll stay at Polaris, and then once they get to the home colony, I'll decide exactly where they're going to move. Probably either here or here, which is where I want to be for my initial jumping off point for my war against the humans. Okay, so what did we get? Somebody was assigned to trade duties. Okay, I think I already signed him. Construction of an altar at Toliman, that's good. A transport at Tendeo, I think I already dumped it into the pool. And Polaris, almost forgot here. Set the clock to 30. Okay. Transport arrived at Polaris for, arrived at Polaris ship returning. Okay, they're returning trade, that's fine. And that was the battle at Formalhult. Okay, so we pretty much completed that turn. So let's go to the next turn, 1294. Next turn. Going to 1294 now. Okay, so what did we get? We got to transport a crux. We're going to dump it into the pool. A crux, dump it into the pool. How close am I getting now? I'm 275 and a 62. Good. So we've actually got past what I needed to, in order to cover all my. And I'm getting 355 a turn. Wow, I'm getting mega bucks moving in now. I can seriously think about rushing. I mean, I got 4,115 gold in store, 355 a turn. That's more than enough, I think, to cover both my rush building costs and my ship building costs. So I'm going to seriously start looking at that now. And our metal is up to 4,641, and we're 109 plus 194. Excellent. Very, very excellent. Okay, I like the way things are going right now. They look really, really good. So what did we get? Construction at a crux. That was the transport that I just dumped in the pool, and this was a transport at Cabs. Okay, we will dump him into the pool. Okay, so let's look over here. What can we rush build here? We got a machine altar at Altair. Fine, we'll rush it for 450. And what other buildings? Is that the only one that's working in a building? Machine altar here at Toliman. 5 turns, 1,000. Yeah, I don't think so. That's just a little bit too much for. We'll wait a couple more turns. Wow, this guy's actually getting a lot of production. But then again, this is the one that I want to be my large shipbuilding facility. So, I think I will. I mean, 2,355 extra a turn. I'll do it. I mean, what the hell, that was my altar. I can actually. What do we got in the queue here now? We need to put more ships in the queue. I'm going to put a machine altar in the queue since this is going to be my my large shipbuilding colony. I'm going to put 3 machine altars, and then I'm going to put up a base up of some kind. A star base. Yeah, I need to build a star base, a shipyard. I mean, to build larger ships. So let's take a look at the design for now. All it has is a reactor, 2 construction modules. Okay, that's all I need. That really is all I need. Okay, I'm not looking towards a defense base like a star base, but it has 2 construction modules, so that should allow me to build fairly large ships. And I'm already at 73 wrenches, which is great. I mean, I know that I'm understaffed, but that's fine. I'm going to be adding more. I'm going to have to move some more people in. As a matter of fact, I think I will shuttle in a couple more. What do we got at Zibix now? We're up to 8. I think I'm going to throw in another couple of million, transport a couple more million from Zibix to Toliman. I have Zibix to Toliman. We'll get them up to, what is Toliman at? Toliman. Okay, here we are. We're at 4, so we'll shuttle in and we'll get him down to 6. Here's 1. Shuttle another 1. Okay. So we got 2 more million going towards Toliman. Okay, so we're ready to go to the next turn. This fleet is still on its way. The other big fleet. So let's go to turn 1295. 1295. All right, come on. Got a lot done. All right, we got to do tech. We got xeno-engineering. All right. What did we get? A Tendio. We got a transport. Good enough. We dump him in the pool. Sign the trade duties. Okay, that was the guy I just dumped. And we got a DD-13 at Ashdar. I am going to send this DD over to Polaris. He'll upgrade at Polaris with the other guys. And I'm going to start getting these guys any more DDs are going to start gathering with this fleet. Okay, so what do we got? Unhappiness at really? Why don't we have unhappiness at Rizagethi? I do have a tank there. Okay, so these guys are probably unhappy. No chance of revolt. Minus 30. Where's it these guys? Minus 35. You bombed us, okay. Yeah, well, you asked for it. And we're manufacturing popular. Okay, there's no chance of revolt there, so I'm not worried. What do we got here at Altar? Machine Altar. That's what I rush build. Then we got mines. Machine Altar, Machine Altar. That was, and we totally, we know that. And what do we got down here? Transported Tindio. Okay. Well, I guess I just dumped them in the pool. Well, they got troops at Seralta, so it's probably not a good sign. I'm wondering if I should actually move this fleet down here. It probably would be better off down here, because this is, after all, going to be a primary colony right here. Jeez, let's think about that. I'm going to need to knock off Kilara. They don't have any defenses, so... Okay. I don't know. They do have bombers. Oh, yes, this fleet does have bombers. Okay, we're going to do it. We'll move this whole fleet to Seralta. Wow, a 6 turn? Really? 6 turns? Jeez. But it is going to be where I need them, because they are heavy down here. And I have a base here, and they have a base, so... Okay, this fleet that's moving here will eventually move down here to move into position. In position to deal with Kilara. What do we have at Difta? Okay, a troop ship at Difta. Do we have a tank here? We don't have a tank yet. Okay. Alright. So it looks like I'm ready to go to the next turn. To go to turn 1296. 1296. Alright, so we were in 1290. We got hover tanks at Difta. Wow, look at this. Are you kidding me? We got an, oh my god, 5 turns from Kilara. This looks like something funny to me. This does look like something very, very, very funny to me. They are gathering their fleet, or they are trying to gather their fleet at Kilara. 6 turns, 5 turns, 7 turns. They are gathering an ungodly fleet at Kilara. Wow. Okay. Huh. Well, my fleet arrived at Zebix. I am going to move them to Difta. I have a planet there. But it's no better than Zebix as far as building ships. Zebix has they're all small ships, so I don't have to worry about not having a big ship as far as not being able to upgrade. Okay, so what do we got? So what did we get? We got a hover tank. Okay, hover tank and a transported cab. So we'll dump the transport in the pool. The hover tank at Difta will load. We'll load at Difta. Let's load the hover tank. Okay, so he is loaded. Okay, he is loaded. Okay, as soon as these guys get here, we're gonna have to upgrade. I would hopefully try to get the next thing. What do we got? Bionomics. Okay, it's not a military tech, so when these guys arrive, actually these guys will arrive at Seralta. How long? 5 turns. 5 turns. Will it make any difference as far as getting a military tech? What do we got? We got shields. Battle shields. Wow. I am going to get battle shields in 5 turns. Okay. Well, that's huge. Oh, that is my 3rd tech. Okay, my 3rd tech. Number 1, 2 turns. Antimatter, 4 turns. Battle shields, 5. That's what's a total of 9 turns. Oh, man. Would have nice to get the shields first. Okay. Okay, so I'm not quite going to have battle shields before, at the point where I want to attack, but we'll have everything else. Just about everything else. Because I have a bad feeling about this right here. It might be nice if I could combine my, wow, let me think about that. We're 2 turns from Difta. I send these guys. How many turns are these guys? These guys are 7 turns from Keelara. Their guys, okay, they're 6 turns. Their main fleet is 5 turns. Okay, so I will not be able to undercut them. I need these guys over here to take these things out. I don't believe these are their main systems over here. These are really small systems, except for Forgone. So I'm thinking that it might make sense to possibly move a couple of these DDs. I'm going to move a couple of these DDs. How far am I? Wow, a 7-turn jump, really? To Difta? Gadzooks. 7 turns to Difta. 7 turns, okay. But it's 4 turns here. Let's move 2 of them here. I will move 2 of them here. Okay, the main fleet. I'm going to have to coordinate the primary attack between these 2 so they arrive at the same time. Meanwhile, these guys are heading south. Wow, this is getting a little bit more complicated. They have so many ships. What I should think about it, how to attack, is I want to be able to knock out their primary fuel hubs, which are going to be Keelara right here. This, in the worst case, is putting like 6 or 7 of my ships in their range. These planets right here, I don't see any way I'm going to be able to get them out of their fuel range if they want to just attack me. Seralto would be the natural attack because they have a colony here in my system, so I can base my fleet here without attacking them and then immediately go to Giebel. I can attack them as soon as I declare war and then head to Giebel. Meanwhile, these guys at Proxima or Difta will be in position to move to Keelara. Then this fleet will be in a position to move to Akin and Alkaid and hit them from the north. And hopefully I will have a couple more ships done. Then I may even be able to have, possibly even at Ptolemy, I don't know, get a large ship done. I would really like to have a large ship, which would be really nice. What do we have at Ptolemy? Another 1,000. I can shell out another 1,000 to save 4 turns. I don't see why not. Sure. I mean, we're going for time right now. We'll go for time. I really have a lot of cash right now, so we'll do that. We will do that. Okay, so we got our hover tank at Difta. We know that, and we got a transporter by cabs like they were dumped in the pool. All right, so ready to go to the next turn. The 1297. Go to 1297. Okay. Wow. This is awesome. Unbelievable. They are just gathering their fleet. I mean, this is unbelievable. What do they got? Okay, they had a destroyer. 2 destroyers. Plus another one is 3 destroyers. 3 destroyers and an assault cruiser. 4 destroyers plus an assault cruiser. Wow. 4 destroyers plus an assault cruiser. 4 plus, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20. We got 21, but a few of these are scouts. Most of these are scouts. Okay, in fact, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 destroyers. Add the 4, so that's 8 destroyers plus 16 scouts. 8 destroyers, 16 scouts, 2 assault cruisers, and a heavy cruiser. Okay, very interesting. They are loaded up on small ships, though. Overloaded on small ships, in my opinion. I think I'll probably be, well, what do they have? What are their ship in? Do they have shields yet? They do have deflector screens, defense lasers. How about this one? Deflector screens, defense lasers. Wow, look at this. 16? Geez, they got 16 of them. 8 and 8. That's a lot of defense lasers. That is a lot. What about the scouts? Deflector screens, 8 defense lasers. Because they got RF. Okay, they got RF. I believe the RF doubles their fire. If you can have 4 slots, rapid fire, right? So essentially it allows you to double the amount of things you put. Normally it's 4. With RF, you can put 8 of them in a slot. That might be worthwhile for me to upgrade to. I'm pretty sure I have that tech. I'm fairly sure I have that tech. So, okay, the transport was done at 10-day-0. Dump them into the pool. Construction completed at Filosaur. Okay. Well, let's queue them. Let's put ships. I mean, right now, wow, right now we're so intermixed. I'm actually going to need something here, some ships. I mean, any kind of ships will be nice, small ships. Actually, 60 wrenches, that's not too bad. Wow, is it time? It's actually probably should upgrade edit my ships right now, so the ones that I put in the queue will be upgraded. As a matter of fact, I think I will do that. So we'll start with the MDD. Edit the MDD. What is it that I can now? I know I got armor. I do have the next level of armor, so we're going to start with that. Adamantium armor. Right now we got 64. The adamantium gives me 96. Very nice. 96. What about, do we have missiles or anything? We still have fusion. Fusion missiles. Okay, so they're still in the best missiles. Could put fusion torpedoes. I don't, you know, the problem with these torpedoes, they do 50 damage, but they count as 2 shots. 2 munitions per shot. I don't like that. So it's really just 25 per hit. So I'm getting 5 more. 5 more, but it's really in 1 missile. So it would be easier for them to shoot it down. Instead of having 2 missiles doing 20, we got 1 missile doing 25 because it effectively doubles the amount of munitions I'm losing. So I don't find that to be an optimal bangs for buck, because it's easier for them to shoot it down because it's only 1 missile versus 2 with the same defense, I'm assuming. So I don't like that. I'm not going to go with the torpedoes. I'm going to stick with the missiles. 20 per missile is still good. And we got extra munitions. God, we got a lot of options as far as lasers and things go now, turbo lasers. So I'll have to think about that on my other ships. So, and that's fine. Everything else will keep the same. We're going to upgrade this since we're up to armor. We're up 2. I'm going to call it 2.1 now. 2.1. Because we got the second level of armor, so that puts me at 2. And it's 1 out of 3. Because I didn't get my shields yet and my next level of weapons. So we're going to call it 2.1. Actually, it is technically a 2.2. Because I do have the second level of weapons. Because we do have lasers, turbo lasers. Which 3 to 14 right here are going to do better than my point defense coil guns. Okay, so we're going to call it 2.2. And when I get the shields, when those shields are done, I'll call them 2.3. Okay, so we're at 2.2 now. The Explorer will also be 2.2, and we'll upgrade his armor to adamantium. Adamantium armor. I wonder if I have an upgraded fusion. No, I already did upgrade the fusion anti. I think that's the best I can go right now as far as that. Fusion anti-missiles, nuclear fusion. Okay, so we'll keep him on fusion anti-missiles, and he is an EXP 2.2. 2.2. And we'll check it. Okay, so we'll upgrade the CL next. Okay, so these are the guys. Okay, we'll keep it at fusion. We will move down here to adamantium armor. Keep the fusion reactor, keeping the science stations, and the coil guns. So what are we going to... Okay, so now this is what I need to think. Medium slots. Ion cannon 6 to 18 versus 6 to 9. Accuracy and long range. Shield piercing. Or a turbo laser 3 to 14. 6 to 18, 3 to 14 versus 6 to 9. Well, let's put the ion cannon in. Let's see. Does it have... Because this has got shield piercing, accuracy, and long range. What does this have? It's got 2. 6 to 18. And we can, it is not shield piercing, is it? But it does have accuracy. Doesn't have long range. Yet. Okay. Point defense 2 times 4. So that's really 8 to 16 with 4 mods. 8 to 16. What do I get from the turbo laser? We got 2 of them, so that's 6 to 28. Accuracy, armor piercing, and rapid fire. Okay, so the turbo lasers, I get a lot out of the turbo lasers because we get the rapid fire, and it is armor piercing. I like that. Accuracy. So that's 12 to something like 96. I like that. The turbo lasers. I'm really getting a lot right here for the turbo lasers. But that was originally a point defense. A point defense is what was originally in that. I can't put another point defense item, or can I? Defense turbo laser. Oh, I do have a defense turbo laser. Maybe I should put that, the turbo laser, in this slot 4, and put the point defense ion cannons in the medium 2x slot. Let's try that, because I get 2 to 6. 2 to 6. How much am I going to get bonus on that? Times 4. Well, we got mods. We get, oh, crud. Crud. Power's out again. Again, the power goes down, and I just put fusion reactors in. Doggone it. Jeez. Of course, I could put a fusion reactor in the science station, could I? Darn. Or I could take the accuracy thing off. How about armor piercing? I could get rapid fire, but I lose accuracy and armor piercing. And I could keep the fusion reactor. Might have to go that way. Because it'll be a little while before you upgrade. So the question is, how much of an improvement was this versus the point defense coil guns? 2 to 4. Because we got 8 of these, so we're looking at 2 to 16 to 64 point defense and rapid fire. 16 to 64 versus 8 to 16 shield piercing point defense. Shield piercing point defense. Accuracy and long range. 4, that is 8 to 16. 8 to 16. We do have point defense ion beams, too. Point defense turbo lasers. Well, obviously these things are better because they're 2 to 6 versus 1 to 6. So why would you take the ion beams? So we got 8 to 16. Back to put this back in versus 16 to 48. It's point defense and rapid fire, but I don't have the armor piercing. But I'm getting a significant amount of damage. Okay, I like this thing a little bit more because I could get these mods when I can upgrade the reactor again. So I think we'll go with that. I improved the firepower of my ships. The only thing I think I really lost was the shield piercing, because these things did have shield piercing, and that is big. That's a very big thing. But with all these missiles striking the ships, I don't think I have to be worried so much about that. So we'll go with that for CL 2.2. I don't think I'm going to have to worry as much about shield piercing, because they're going to have a lot of missiles striking the ships too, which are going to hit the shields. So we'll go with 2.2. Not to mention the fact that I'm using most of these weapons as anti-missile and interceptor weapons. I'm not really looking at them as ship weapons. I'm looking at these small ships more point defense small ships to defend as screens against my missile ships. So that's kind of what their role is. That's why I'm really looking more for, smaller weapons, guns that can do a lot of damage. Okay, so we got our CL22 in place. Let's go to our DD13. Okay, so now we got, this thing had 2 coil guns. And it has deflector screens, duranium. Let's put the armor. We'll put the adamantium armor. So we're going from 64 to 96. I like that. I like that. And our guns. Okay, guns. Gun tech. I'm going to go with the same turbo lasers for all the reasons. Well, they're mediums, so medium. Or should I go with 2-point defense? Well, let's check that out. Let's put a medium with RF, and let's compare it to a defense turbo laser, which I can put 8 of them in. So what do we got? We got 412 to 56. 4 times 14 is 56 versus 16 to 48. Wow, that is very, very close, isn't it? Very, 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 very close. 16 to 48. 16 to 48. What is the range of the turbo laser? What is the range? 3 to 14. Laser that is more effective against shields. Increased damage and is more effective against shields. Deals 3 to... It doesn't say what the range is, though. It doesn't say what the range is. Well, that really stinks. Armor piercing. Rapid fire. Gadzooks. Okay, maybe it would make sense to keep 1 of each. Defense turbo lasers. Turbo laser that specializes with missiles and small. It has a shorter range and less damage than the standard turbo laser. Shorter range and less damage potential. How much power is it using? By getting more power? Let's put the defense turbo laser in the other slot and see if there's a change in power. Defense turbo laser up here. With RF, it's got the same. You know what? I think I'm going to keep it with these because I need to specialize these as extreme point defense. Extreme point defense ability. So in that sense, I think the RF and probably the long range modifier will be nice, but we'll take accuracy versus armor piercing. Accuracy. Let's take accuracy. 22. So that took out 11. Wow. Yeah, it's 11 to put each one of these mods, so this should reduce it to... Well, that wasn't very good. Okay. We'll keep them on accurate and rapid fire. We won't put the armor piercing mod in. Okay, so that's good. This guy's going to be pretty much just a point defense against missiles. That's what he's going to he'll be a specialist in. 2.2 is his version. And we have adamantium armor now. Okay. So that was the DD. So we're at EXP Marine CL. Let's upgrade him. Okay, so we can put the adamantium armor in. Adamantium armor. Is there an advanced boarding? I don't think there is an advanced boarding module, is there? But this is the guy that just doesn't have... Somehow this has reduced his arc, I think. The fact that I got a boarding module in Marine quarters, because every time I wanted to fire this guy, he's got such a narrow arc. I guess I'm just going to have to suffer with that. I mean, he is a specialist in Marine boarding activities, so... But I have a heavy... We can put two guns in. Should I actually got a slot for heavy. I mean, why... Is there any reason why I can't put at least one heavy in here? Heavy turbo laser. Wow, 8 to 20. I like that. Versus, it's a heavy... This is shield piercing, though. 10 to 16 versus 8 to 20. It's not that much different, is it? 8 to 20 versus 10 to 16. Okay, so what is the coil gun? Increased range and damage. Versus the turbo laser, 8 to 20. It requires more power and a larger weapon mount. Okay, so... Why not? Well, I got 2. So this has got 2 coil guns, so he's actually going 12 to 18. 12 to 18. 12 to 18 because I got 2 of them. Can I put 2 of these in? No, I'm only able to put 1 in. 12 to 18. 10 to 16. So it's a little bit less powerful to put one of these things in a heavy slot, but I can put both of the mods on. Versus if I put a medium, let's put a medium. So let's do that. We're 10 to 18. 10 to 18 versus 12 to 18 for double coin. Wow, there's the bell. So let's finish upgrading him. I could put 4 of these in, couldn't I? 3 to 12. So that's 12 to 56. I think I like that. 12 to 56 versus 10 to 18 with the shield piercing. 12 to 56 turbo lasers because I'm putting 4 of them in. Can I? And oh God! Almost got all the mods in. Accuracy, long range. Doggone it! Just one short, one freaking short. Oh geez. So, well, if I take that and armor piercing, they're both 16. Piercing. Okay, geez. Do I want to keep the accuracy or the armor piercing? Let's take the accuracy. Doggone it. Doggone it. Okay, so I think the turbo, in my opinion, turbo lasers, 4 turbo lasers in a heavy slot are better than 1 coil gun or 2 medium turbo lasers. I mean, I'm just getting such an incredible boost in firepower. It's going 12 to 56. 12 to 56. 12 to 56 versus 8 to 20 versus 2 of these versus 6 to 28. Not able to activate as quite as many mods there, however, but that's fine. With the next antimatter engine power source, I could probably turn on more of these mods. Okay, so he's upgraded. Oh, the point defense coil guns. I'm going to finish upgrading this ship. Let's finish upgrading this ship, and then we'll close this episode off. Point defense coil gun. So let's go with the point defense turbo lasers. Defense turbo. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Defense turbo lasers. So we got 4 of them. That's 8 to 16. Shield piercing. They got 4 mods versus. With this on, I get 8 of them. 12 to 48. 12 to 48 versus 4 to 16. Yeah, I have to go with the 12 to 48. And we can turn a mod on. Accuracy. We'll take accuracy. It's not going to let me put armor piercing into, so we'll take accuracy. So they're point defense, so they're doing additional damage against missiles and aircraft, which is good. So I should see more firepower going against their missiles and interceptors. And I got accuracy on because of the RF. The fact that I can double up on these now. Okay, so I like it. We'll call it a Marine CL22 2.2. 2.2. We're ready to rock. Okay, so we'll finish upgrading if there's any more to upgrade in the next episode. I want to call it there. Because the clock did go off. Okay, so we're going to go menu and options, and I'll finish up with the remaining of the upgrading in the next episode. So, go to options, call the OBS. So I hope everybody has a great day, and I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and still continues to have a great holiday the rest of this Sunday. So, everybody, take it easy, and we'll see you for the next episode, which I'm going to try to do 4 more today. So take it easy. Bye.